is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Hey, hump day. Hump day. We are Kurtless today. Kurt is out. So I'll be driving this thing all by myself.
That means we all get 6 words apiece more.
My trusty co-host, true, Nate Newton. How you doing, Nate?
Hey, bro. How you fellas doing today?
Doing great. And Jesse Holley, how you doing?
I'm great, man.
You might want to start buying bigger pants.
Oh, you're talking about my pants rip?
Mm-hmm. You might want to move up a couple of sizes. I know you're trying to show off your booty and everything, but I mean your quads are just too big to be contained.
And the gerbil. They love the gerbil.
The gerbil?
They love the gerbil.
What happened to your pants, man?
Okay, so these are brand new dress pants, man. I finally found a maker that makes like jeans and dress pants that I really, really, really like.
Like somebody custom makes them for you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Like,
These are store-bought.
I was like, you must have got moved up to $15.
No, and that's the thing. Because at 10, I can't do custom anymore. Right? So I finally found one that is reasonably priced that fits me well. And I'm going to give the company a shout out, even though they're not paying me, because I like them that much. It's a company called Howard and Crosby. And you can get them at like Dillard's and stuff like that. And so I found these, So I found these nice pants right here. I got the matching shoes and sweaters, socks, Santa Paul's. And so I was moving something this morning, and I didn't even realize it, but I snagged my pants. First time putting them on. Just pulled the tags off last night. I was like, oh, these are going to be nice.
They were nice for a couple hours, huh?
$52. Gone.
Man, that's terrible.
And it's like right where it can't be sewn.
Can't even pass it off as a manufacturer's defect and take them back, huh?
Can't even, nope.
Well, I hate that for you. Nate, what you doing over there, man?
Just looking at the Rams defense.
Oh, we talking about football today? You want to talk about some football?
Nate, no pressure.
No.
You had two good shows in a row.
You had two.
Can you follow it up with 3?
Days.
No. This Jesse's time. Do your job. Do your job.
I'm going for.
Know your job.
I'm going to fulfill
your job.
I'm going to fulfill my job. But boy, Nate, you. When I left the show yesterday, and about.
We're not talking about Todd Gurley today, are we?
No.
Nope. Tomorrow.
Oh, geez. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
But I left the show yesterday.
Low management, dog. That's what they've been doing with Gurley. In these last few games,
Look at him. He never wants to talk about himself.
He been toting the load. The last few games, he's been toting the load.
You've been toting the load on this show the last few days.
He probably done ripped his britches too toting the load. I'm telling you. But hey, when y'all ready to talk?
Okay, we'll get back with you in just a minute. What were you saying, Jesse?
I was just saying, man, when I left here yesterday.
Jalen Ramsey, dog. We could not give up. Ooh, Jalen Ramsey ain't got a pick yet, but he is shutting folks down.
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
You think Jalen are going to be on top of
Hey, Kyle, we about to have a mic off moment.
Yeah, just tell me when.
I'm just asking a question. I am so focused on how can we beat the Rams.
No, you're not.
Oh, you.
It seems like you're like cramming for a test is what it looks like you're doing.
Jalen Ramsey.
He's serious. He brought
his own pen. Aqib Talib, is he still injured?
No. Yeah, he's on IR.
He's on IR.
Listen,
Okay.
he's not a part of the Rams anymore. He's not a part of the Rams anymore.
I'm looking at this thing.
He's not a part of the Rams anymore.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just because I'm like I knew something had happened to him.
He got traded.
Even Marcus Peters. Is he still rolling?
No.
He with somebody else too.
Baltimore.
He's in Baltimore. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Where'd you get that?
The person that gave it to me, I don't want to call it because Jesse in here may infuriate him.
It's your boy selling you out like everybody else.
Brings you out of date roster.
Yeah.
But you know, Jalen Ramsey on the squad though. Brock is still on the squad.
Try one more time, and then we'll turn his mic off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay. And my Twitter started blowing up. Mm-hmm. It was like, yo, what has gotten into Nate? Mm-hmm. Like, everybody fire emojis. Mm-hmm. Can Nate do the pregame speech?
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all play that show throughout the Cowboys locker room?
Mm-hmm.
People were so impressed by you yesterday, Nate, and how you brought it. And you were telling them to get. Everybody was like, "We need more Nates. We need a locker room full of Nates. We need guys like Nate Newton in the locker room.
Passion.
They want you to give the pregame speech. They want you to show these guys how to be a leader." They were just all out turned up of how you perform.
You know what we should do? We should put him on the table in the lunchroom when all the guys get out of practice and just let him go in.
I don't think those tables. I don't think those tables were made. I don't think those tables was made for that.
All right, we'll bring him a little. What is it? Little step stool.
Yeah, let's step stool. Let's get that. Let's get that. All right, Nate, you ready? All right, let's talk football.
Yeah, man, because I want to make sure that Kurt usually brings me an extra deal so that I would know.
I know I have no paper.
I got to get rid of the players that are not on this roster.
That's a good start. Let's talk about the players that are on the roster. Let's start. What's up with Dak's hands?
Right index finger, left wrist.
He's listed as questionable, right? On my fantasy league, he is.
On my fantasy league.
I know you guys play real football, but on my fantasy league, so he's got hurt fingers, right?
He has a right index finger and a left wrist.
Right, and he's right-handed.
Correct.
How does that affect you throwing a football?
That is the one finger
you can get away with?
No, that you cannot get away with.
Because that's where all the pressure is, right?
The index finger, not the ring finger, the index finger. That's where when most guys, I wish we had a football in here. When most guys go and hold, let me see that water bottle. This one. So when most guys, quarterbacks, go and hold the football, a lot of the pressure. Remember when Tony broke his pinky a couple years ago? You know, that finger is like the least important finger. The index finger and maybe the ring finger, that's where all the pressure comes from. And then most importantly,
that's where you spin it, right?
The index finger is the last finger that touches the football when you release it. So when guys go to release the football, it releases, and that index finger is like the finishing touch on a throw. That's why you see guys when they lick their fingers, they ain't licking all 5 of them. It's these. It's these right here, because that's where the touch factor happens on on the football. So if that's a little bit janky, that may not bode well for a guy who historically hasn't always been accurate throwing the football. In the last couple of weeks, he's been a little bit erratic with some of the passes that he's been throwing. So you're talking about now a guy having a finger issue. This is one of these games where that's something to keep a close eye on.
So if he turned around and handed off to Zeke 30 times, you think it'd hurt his hand?
Only if Zeke take the finger with him.
Okay, I just want to know.
But if they hand it off going always right, that means he's going to turn and hand it off with his left hand.
Right. All he got to do is, like he do this, let him do this.
Do that. Right. just turn and give it to Zeke.
Yeah, turn and give it to Zeke.
Now, okay, so we're talking about Cowboys offense versus Rams defense, right? And let me just use this for an example, Nate. So whenever you go into these meetings, you got your iPad or your playbook or whatever that week's plan is, right? And normally every week comes in and you'll have a different, it'll be the Rams this week, and your inserts will be the Rams insert. And when you open up the first page, they usually have a list of guys who we have to focus on, who we have to stop. Aaron Donald will be the number. Aaron Donald should have it on his own page. Like, don't put him in the list with other guys. It should be like a newspaper article. It should be a full-page article on everything associated with Aaron Donald. Like, every offensive player should have that. That should be your main focus. That should be, because if you can't stop Aaron Donald, he is going to wreak havoc.
Is he the best defensive lineman in the league?
Yes.
Without a question.
Hands down, huh?
Maybe the best player.
Defensive player.
Yeah. Him and Khalil Mack probably in the same conversation?
I think he's slightly above Khalil Mack.
Think so?
Yeah, I think he just creates that much.
What makes him so good?
He is quick, athletic, and he has the strength at 285 pounds of a dude who's like 330. That's the difference. When you're 285 and you can move like a linebacker or a DN, but you can jack another 300-pound joker up. Like, I still laugh until this day. Go back and find the clip where he grabbed and lifted Devontae Freeman, another human being, a running back from the Atlanta Falcons, 215, 20 pounds, and he grabbed Devontae Freeman, and Devontae Freeman's feet are dangling off the ground, and he's walking him back. Atlanta ain't been the same since that. Just think about that. He grabbed another grown football player, grown man, 200-plus pounds, and jacked him up off his feet and walked him backwards like he was a child.
How do you block that, Nate? How do you block Aaron Donald?
With 3 people. I'm serious.
3 people.
When you watch him during a game, it's always 2 people on him. And when he's single, it's the players 9 times out of 10 going away from him. Mm-hmm. You know, people say, well, you run at him and you stabilize him. You take your chances. You know, this dude, you know, like you say, that's the first dude when I got this paper, the first dude I went to was Aaron Donald. He's the most efficient player in the world. Got 40 total tackles, 26 of them are solos. Got 14 assists, got 11 sacks.
From the D tackle position.
Inside, right?
2 forced fumbles.
We're talking about 1 technique, 3 technique guys who are either over the center or to the center's left or right. We're not talking about a guy who's outside in a
rushing on the edge.
And a wide 9 technique. This dude is in the core of the big uglies.
2 pass defense, 1 safety, 22 quarterback hits, 18 tackle for losses.
18 for loss. That's big.
So here's why he's so important to this defense.
Whatchamacallit got 9 sacks, and Whatchamacallit got 5. That's 14. He got more than our top 2 rushers, 2 pass rushers.
Right.
He got 11. Yeah.
And he plays in an interior lineman position.
Wow.
Now, here's why he is the key point and the way that this defense was structured. And then I'll get on the defensive coordinator in a second. You just asked Nate, how do you block Aaron Donald? 2, 3 guys at times. Well, if you're committing 2 guys to Aaron Donald, let's say 80% of the time, the way this thing is built, they got guys like Michael
Dante Flowers with 9 sacks.
Jr., Clay Matthews.
Clay Matthews with 8 sacks.
What that does now is you've taken these guys who are, I wouldn't call them premier pass rushers, but they're above average. They're in that really good pass rushing group of people. They got one-on-one matchups all day long. All day long.
Because you're using that extra guy on Donald?
Everybody. And tight ends, whoever, there's always going to be, especially, and that's what makes it so difficult in the interior. It's not like he's outside where you can line a tight end out there or running back out there. You have to commit 2 of your interior offensive linemen to him, which means you're going to have to leave someone on either side of the ball in one-on-one coverage. This is why Wade Phillips was saying, go get me 2 corners. Because all I need is for 2 corners that's going to make the offensive receivers just hold them up for a second longer, because I have one-on-one matchups across the board. You have to commit to Aaron Donald 2 people. I got Brockers, I got Fowler, I got Clay Matthews. These guys are going to be coming at you all game long. And they're saying we're going to play the percentages. We're going to say that every time you give us one-on-one matchups, we're going to be able to get home and either sack you, we're going to either make you check it down, we're going to either make you throw it early. And if those things are happening, that means we're either getting interceptions on the back end, incompletions, all of those things. That is the way they're trying to build things defensively. Commit to guys inside, control the line of scrimmage with Aaron Donald. Then I just want one-on-one matchups all across our defense and offensive line so that I can have my guys, Clay Matthews, Fowler, and Brockers. Just now, who do we want to attack? right? Who do we want to now have the one-on-one matchup with? Now, they're probably not going to want to do a lot of one-on-one matchups with Tyron, because even in Tyron's kind of almost declining state, he's still really good. He's probably going to win majority of his battles. Mm-hmm. So now we take it to the opposite side. The offensive line's right, defense is left. Mm-hmm. Now we start playing these games because they run a 3-4. So now we start playing these games where you got Clay Matthews and Fowler or whoever, Brockers. Now I got these smaller, quicker linebackers on these offensive linemen who are trying to play one-on-one in space. That right there is where they want to win the football game at. And get you to have to hurry your stuff up or have to go outside of what you want to play in. And then on the back end, it's hopes of, if I can get a guy like now Amari Cooper, of Jalen Ramsey, I now have a guy where I can just go, you shadow their number one, and we'll figure everything else out.
Nate, what you looking at so intently over there?
I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something. These cats got 43 sacks. Normally, if you have anywhere from 42 to 50 or more sacks, you're in the playoffs. Their division is so tough. This is kind of, I don't want to be out of line in what I'm saying, so I'm going to say it very carefully. These dudes are 8-5 or 8-3, whatever their record may be at this point. It's 13 games, right? So they're 8-5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 8-5.
Okay, they started 2 weeks ago, and they said, we're finna make this run in a division where it's two teams already with 10-plus wins. Mm-hmm. These dudes beat the Cardinals, then turn around and soundly beat the Seahawks. Did you see that game? Mm-hmm. They beat the Seahawks. Now they come in here, and all of their players understand where they're at and what they have to do. Wade Phillips, and this is the thing I like about him, he's slowly tightening the screws on his defense. Mm-hmm. Jalen Ramsey ain't trying to hit, bruh. If you don't come out and be mentally right, Jalen Ramsey gonna talk you right out of your underwear. I'm serious.
Tommy Johns.
He is that good, man. He on that level with the Saints kid. He on that level with the New England kid,
Gilmore.
I'm serious, and so I'm listening to Jesse talk, man. And Michael Brockers ain't got but 3 sacks, so I know he burning hot. Like Dante Fowler, Matthews, they getting all my sacks. So I know he burning hot. Well, our front 5 match up with their front 4. And Matthews, Donald, Brockers, Fowler. Brother, they got 43 sacks. We only got 34.
And that's 43 sacks from there. We probably have, which Kurt here with the numbers, I'm wondering how many sacks do we have coming from DBs from our team?
Let me give it to you. Brockers got 3. Dante Fowler got 9. So how much that's
12.
That's 12.
Donald got 11.
Donald got 11.
So that's 23.
Matthews got 8.
31.
Okay, and I don't know the rest of the guys what positions they play. So I don't want,
So like guys like Little John is a linebacker. So that's 31 right there.
Corey Littleton got 2.5.
So you counted 31 sacks in just
the front.
Your front. You know what I'm saying? And then I think one of the key figures on this team is a veteran guy, Eric Weddle, on the back end, right? Just getting everyone in place. They got the young kid Taylor Rapp, who should have been a Cowboy. But anyway, we got Tristan. But you got Eric Weddle in the back.
Ecubon.
Yeah, he's outside linebacker, so, and he has 3.5 sacks.
So 35-ish from their front seven.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back, I need some help. When we come back on Hangin' with the Boys.
The Cowboys Way, where Thanksgiving means spending the day with 100,000 of your closest family and friends to watch the game live. Where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships show us what success looks like. Where we're all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans have the power to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys Way. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America.
Copyright 2019, Bank of America Corporation.
Hey, Cowboys fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience AT&T Stadium's exclusive VIP Owners Club. Also, tour the star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com.
Ready? Okay. Give me an S. S. Give me an O. O. Give me an S. S. Give me an O. O. What's that spell?
So.
Are we gonna win?
Not if we play like we cheered.
Just okay is not okay. Whether it's cheerleaders or your wireless network, AT&T is America's best wireless network. Best network based on GWS One score September 2019.
So, you're shopping, and that's when you see it. Aisle 23. Dr. Pepper stacked from top to bottom as far as the eye can see. The phrase too good to be true comes to mind, yet there it is. A rich, delicious Dr. Pepper paradise. Wait, did that can of Dr. Pepper just open itself for you? They all are. As if to say, so nice to treat you. And even though it feels weird to talk to a can, you pick one up and say, it's so nice to be treated. Dr. Pepper, so nice to treat you.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
A true cowboy loves his freedom, and Tommy John gives you that feeling of freedom when it counts. With a contour pouch that nestles you in fabrics you can barely feel. Shop exclusive Cowboys underwear at TommyJohn.com/Cowboys for 20% off your first order. TommyJohn.com/Cowboys.
All right, before we move on to helping you,
yes,
let me just put a bow on this defensive for the Rams.
Okay.
So we'll put a bow on this. We'll help you, and then we'll talk about the Cowboys offense.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Nate, and this should be a bigger story than it's not. I don't know why it isn't, but it should be a bigger story.
Okay.
Nate, who's the defensive coordinator of the Los Angeles Rams?
Used to work here, didn't he?
Wade Phillips. If you don't think for 1 second that Wade is taking this game personal,
Mm-hmm.
you're fooling yourselves. He took it personal in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna take it personal, especially coming back here.
Back home, yeah.
We talked about all year long, what happened with Wade Phillips when he got, when team quote unquote quit on him, he got fired at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Wade wants to embarrass the Cowboys football team. He did not like the way that he went out. How he was handled and the way that he went out.
Mm-hmm.
I was a part of that football team. Some guys will answer you truthfully. Some guys won't. Mm-hmm. I will tell you that this is just my personal opinion. I feel like that there was some sabotage that happened to Wade Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like because he was a guy who was focused supremely on that defense, didn't spend much time with us offensively, because that just wasn't his wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying mm-hmm a lot today.
And things were kind of very vanilla until the change was made. And I can tell you for a fact, when change was made, we got a brand new playbook. I know that for a fact. I was there. Wade wants very much so to win this game. If you've been around any player, you were with one of Wade Phillips' 2 times former players. A couple of weeks ago, you did an absolutely great job interviewing DeMarcus Ware.
Thank you.
Everyone loves Wade Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a player that has played for Wade Phillips that does not love him. Aqib Talib, when he had Wade Phillips when they won in Denver, when he was going through stuff in Denver, he said, I want to go with Wade.
He's a player's coach, right?
I want to go with Wade. If you think Wade isn't taking this game extremely personal and wants to embarrass the Cowboys, and his players will ride for him, they are going to be jacked up and ready to go.
Because they know
what sadly mistaken.
They know what it means to him.
They
right?
know what it means to him. They've heard the stories of how he was done. He is a player's coach. Everyone loves him. He's a fan favorite. He's a locker room favorite. He's damn good at what he does as the defensive coordinator. I'm telling you, there's always this thing, next game. All games are the same. They ain't. Certain games have certain meanings, and they mean certain things to certain people. And you want to talk about players getting up for coaches? These guys are going to want to have Wade's back, coming back into Dallas to defend that coach's honor and saying, y'all did our boy like that, we're going to do you like this.
You're making me feel really bad about my fantasy playoffs because I have Dak as my starter, and you're talking me into not feeling very good about their defense matching up against our offense.
But we haven't got to the offense
this
yet.
Week.
Okay, I put a ball in the defense.
That's
in
a
that
great point, man. I didn't even think about that. The underlying story. Is this the first time he's been back here as a coach?
Yeah.
In the regular season?
To Dallas?
Yeah.
No.
Didn't he come back with Houston?
Wade,
Houston.
Remember he came back a couple of years ago with the Rams, and they came back and got us in the second half? Wade Phillips, right?
Okay.
That's what we're talking
Was
about.
he here or was he in Denver?
Yeah, he was with the Rams.
Was he
and
with the
came
Rams?
back
I'll
and
look
got
this
us.
up
He
and be sure
adjusted
just
during
a
the halftime and
Okay.
came back and got us.
Okay.
Check it out.
I couldn't remember if he'd
Check
been
that
back.
out for us, Kyle.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
got
if he'd
you.
been
What
back
year
once.
was that? When they came back, we were still
All right. But no, that's a great point. You're right. I don't know why that's not a topic.
Yeah.
Because that's a
Nate, when you flip that paper over, you're killing the mic.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
you know what? We should just turn it off because he's not participating in the
I am
show at all
participating.
today.
No, you're not.
He's over there doing
He's
homework.
doing his job.
He's doing homework.
I'm for filling.
For Philly.
Find out something for Jess, and it's just I'm
Who
a
is
slow
Phil?
brother.
Yeah.
I ain't fast, so if you're looking for speed, you
All right, so what do you need to help you with?
Here's the deal with the Rams. This is what scares me about a lot of things. Scare me, but they started off 3-3, right? Everybody kind of had written them off over in that West Division, right? This is what they did after they started 3-3. They went to Atlanta and won 37-10. They beat Cincinnati 24-10. They lost to Pittsburgh in a low-scoring 17-12 game at Pittsburgh. Beat the Bears 17-7 at home. Got embarrassed by Baltimore 45-6. They beat Arizona 34-7. And then they beat Seattle 28-12. And the last two games, it looks like Goff looked kind of lost the first part of the year.
Yeah.
The last two games, he's put it together. He's looking like Goff that got him deep into the playoffs. That's what kind of scares me is we always talk about if you need your team fixed, play the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they got it fixed a couple weeks ago, and they're hitting us in stride.
Yeah.
So I know we're talking about their offense tomorrow, but – that's the biggest thing that scares me is, they were kind of iffy and everybody wrote them off, and now they're in that strong West Division and, looking to secure one of those wild card spots. So
I think Nate said it best. They load managed Todd Gurley. And now you're starting to see him in the last couple of weeks emerge, becoming more of the focal point of the offense, running the ball more, getting him involved more, which is taking the pressure off of Jared Goff to have to go win games solely by himself. You didn't have Robert Woods, who is probably one of the most underrated receivers in the league. Like Robert Woods, if you go back and look at his stats, like he'll have 140, 170. He'll dump a 200-yard game on you. Be like, wait, what?
Who?
Exactly. They didn't have him for a while. Guys like Cooper Kupp and stuff like that. So I think they're finally starting to get completely healthy. I think they're taking the reins off of Todd Gurley and saying, all right, big fella, now it's time to get going. This second half, this fourth quarter of the season, let's get this thing rolling. Let's start peaking so that when we get into these playoffs, now we're rolling on all cylinders.
Okay.
You found it, y'all.
All right. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, let's do this math.
Okay.
Okay. Sacks. We got one guy with 2. 2. We got one guy with 3. One guy with 3. That's 8. Then we add 11.
That's 9 because you got 2.5 and 3.5.
Well,
so
I was okay. You gonna go?
Oh no, I'm just saying.
No, go with it, bro. Go with it.
What numbers are we adding? All these numbers right here.
Numbers right there.
Okay, so that's what? That's 6,
7.
That's 7, 8, 9. 9 and 11 is 20, 22, 30, 31, 32, 41 and a half.
And one corner, I think one corner got like 1.5.
That's 43.
So 41 and a half sacks by their front 7.
For their front 7.
How many? Say that again. 41 and a half sacks
by their front 7.
See, I'm sitting there, I'm going back and forth because this is what's keep baffling me. Is the fact that we say that, and not, this is just what I've heard. This is what it's shown over history, that certain positions are not valued. But I say a playmaker comes where it comes. And we have put a lot of stock into our offense. So I don't know why I was dumb enough not to go with Jesse when he first said that our offense should score 30 points. That was a dumb move on my part because that's where all our money at. And even more.
I'm so petty because every time I hear that, I just want to go, I said it 13 weeks ago.
That's where your money at. And you keep trying to make guys better than what they are on defense. We have not put value in that yet because we don't have a bunch of number 1s over there or even a bunch of number 2s over there. We've gotten guys that have been rotation guys, and at times they haven't been great rotation guys. And so our theory and our method of what we want does not fit for what we asking. We asking for guys of our front 4 to make these great plays, but besides D-Law and the emergence of Robert Quinn, who are those guys? Mm-hmm. So I'm not holding nothing against Antoine Woods or Christian Covington or Malik Collins. They're not those guys. So you either going to develop it and they become those guys, which they're not because that's who they are. They've been here 3-4 years. This is who they are. So we asking them to come up against a Rams offense that I'll wait till tomorrow to explain that, but I had to do the math on that because I'm sitting there saying 43 sacks. They got 10 more sacks than us. And they got 41 more sacks than our defensive line. And people say, no, our defensive line got 20 sacks. No, they got 41 and a half more sacks than us because that is supposed to be us, where our front 7 is supposed to rotate enough to generate this type of pressure.
Well, that's how this defense is designed. Everything comes from your front 7, right?
Yeah.
On the Cowboys.
Yeah. Look at that dude right there, man. Look at that dude right there, man.
That number looks good on him.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something. You know who was that man before him?
Who?
That one dude, that's not their father, Jerome Brown. Played for the Eagles. Now, he wasn't as fast as this kid here, but, boy, you talking about a beast.
Same style?
Oh, my God, a beast.
That was your biggest...
Oh, man, nightmare. That's my homeboy, man.
That's who you dreaded going up against the most, isn't it? How would you block somebody like that?
With 3-4 people.
So you couldn't take him one-on-one?
Yeah. And Dante Fowler come from another team. The Rams didn't have him.
No, Jacksonville.
Yeah. Dante Fowler come from somebody. He was disgruntled at Jacksonville. Wade done freed this brother. I mean, don't take this the wrong way. I mean,
say the same thing about Jalen Ramsey, too.
Yeah.
Wade did free that. But when you look at it and you watch those clips, and what do you see? You see free-flowing linebackers. Mm-hmm. No one's touching them. No one's grabbing them. Why? I got these guys up front who are eating up blocks. That's why those guys can, and you haven't even done the tackle total. I bet you if you did the tackle total, their linebackers would be up there being the leading leads on their tackles because when you have to commit to a guy like Aaron Donald, you got these fast-flowing dudes just running all over the field. Now, you say, well, how did Baltimore, smoke them, put 48 points on them? Mm-hmm. Baltimore is a special case right now. They're just putting up 48 on a lot of people, But when you look at how we match up, and let's go to our offense. The thing that we're still looking for the creativity. We still haven't found a level of consistent creativity. I don't think we're to a point right now where we can just kind of line up and say, my Jimmys and Joes are better than your Jimmys and Joes, and we're going to just play and we're going to beat you. Mm-hmm. We're not there. So we have to find some sort of schematic way, X and O's way, to get an advantage, right? Run some of those, what they call them wham plays, right? And all that really is the wham play is you let a guy like Aaron Donald free. But you wham down with either that tight end or another one of your linemen. Right? It's almost like a fooling him play. Yeah. He thinks he's coming upfield to get you, and then they call it a wham play because it's wham, pow. Mm-hmm. So you have to find different and creative ways to run your offense. I don't think, this isn't a team where we're going to be able to just, run a lot of those stretch plays and we get the ball outside in our running game. And it's going to be difficult. This is that game where offensively you have to find a way, and it goes back to it again, in your passing game. I'm not saying abandon a run, but you have to find a way to get something going in your passing game to kind of loosen up their defensive front. But if you find yourself behind the chains, 3rd and 9, false start when it's 3rd and 5, and now you're 3rd and 10, backed up, that's when they're going to blitz you. Mm-hmm. They're going to create pressure on you. They're going to try to do all of those things. And that's why it sucks to hear that Dak's finger is bothering him, because you're going to need to be accurate. You're going to need to be accurate. You're going to need to be on point, because offensively, the way that you beat the Rams is you're going to have to confuse them with misdirection. You aren't good enough to line up and beat them man on man. You aren't. You're not good enough to go and say, we're going to just smash mouth football and run it down your throat. There's going to have to be some misdirection. And I'm not talking about trickery. You don't have to go all trickery. You can have a few plays in your bag, but you're going to have to do what teams do to us. I got to get Aaron Donald believing that the ball is going left when we're actually going right. Get him to commit to the left, and then now when we go to the right, he has to now smack back into another 300-pound dude. Instead of him being able to square 300-pound dude up and then now decide which way I want to go with him. We have to make him go one way. We have to make linebackers flow one way when we're actually coming back the other way. We have to unload the clip. Tight ends have to be involved. Slot guys have to be involved. Running backs have to be involved. I got to line up Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott in the backfield at the same time. I'm done with the Jameis Olawale fullback experiment passing game. That ain't going to cut it, okay? And don't be throwing no wheel routes or supposed wheel routes with a guy who ain't caught a pass all year long, right?
Quarterback hits. They got 82 of them.
You got to get these. That's the only way.
Tackle for losses, they got 67 of them.
They're too fast. They're too physical. They're too athletic. We don't have enough at this point in time and where we're at to line up and punch you in the mouth and win the football game.
Let's talk about the Cowboys' offense and their weapons and how the Rams' defense might use Jalen Ramsey. And I still need help when we come back on Hangin' with the Boys.
Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Want to show your Texas and team pride too? You can. By purchasing your own Stetson, you can look just like how the flag guys do on field at every home game. Stetson hats, the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys and your favorite football team. Get yours today in the Stadium Pro Shop or at Stetson.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again for Tailgating with the OtterBox Boys.
OtterBox, the company that builds wildly overprotective phone cases?
The one and only. But cases are just the start. OtterBox is the official outfitter of tailgating.
If they can keep my phone safe, what can they do for my parking lot party?
How about protecting your beverages from suboptimal drinking temperatures with their elevation tumblers? And OtterBox elevation tumblers come in 3 sizes: a 10-ouncer, a 20-ouncer, and even a 64-ounce growler.
Check out all the colors and sizes of their elevation tumblers at otterbox.com.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
Whether you're into being a part of this or more into something like this, SeatGeek has the tickets to the events you love. It's the easiest way to find, buy, and sell tickets. Plus, with their deal score technology, they'll recommend the best seats in the house at the best value. So the next time you're craving this, download the SeatGeek app and let's go. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
The annual Christmas at the Star presented by Albertsons and Tom Thumb returns to the Star in Frisco. The 20-minute show electrifies the Star with a powerful mix of game day excitement and Christmas cheer every Friday and Saturday at 6 p.m. now through December the 21st. Admission and parking are free. For more info, visit thestarinfrisco.com. Have either one of y'all? I have yet to go to that. I hear it's amazing.
Merry Christmas to you.
Christmas at the Star.
They just drive out there during the day. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, just come out here. Yeah.
Yeah, people getting out from school. And, a lot of people call themselves homeschooling their kids, so they bring them out here.
It's this place at night. If you haven't been out here during the holidays, even if you don't come to the Christmas at the Star, come out here and check it out.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
Really cool.
I know when you get done working here 12 hours a day, you're not trying to stick around for a Christmas show. You're like, I'm out.
I was going to go with my mom when she came in town, but when the show Friday got rained out, and then they left early. But, yeah, they have the cheerleaders. They have light-up costumes that are synchronized to a special music thing
man.
that they –
What did you just – hold on. What did you just ask him, friend? What did you just ask him before that?
Nate,
he worked for 12 hours.
I will not leave.
And then he don't stick –
I will not leave here until 8 tonight. That's 12 hours.
What is the difference between sticking around here for 12 hours and going to a local bar and drinking till 2 in the morning? You mean to him I
can drink
it's
at the
harder
bar.
to stay
I can't
out
drink
here?
at work.
Come on. You do 12 hours here, then go drink for 12 hours, then come back to work and do this process. But you can't walk over there to the thing. Come on, man.
They had a successful show for years that was that very same formula. Cheers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bunch of guys who worked, it was like, we're not going home, I'm going to the bar.
Going to the bar till it closes.
Norm.
Sleep for a few hours, do it all over again. Christie's in Uptown is my Cheers. It's called the Cheers of Uptown. And I'm Norm. Sit at the same spot at the same bar every day of the week.
But see, a lot of people don't understand. Shannon ain't a bull drinker. He just a smooth drinker. He cool about it. Every now and then, when our Scottish friends show up, he'll become a bull drinker.
Goodness!
Is he coming back ever?
Yeah,
I know he ain't gonna make it this year.
He's staying like 2 or 3 weeks in
Cheston.
Houston. Yeah, over at Christie's.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Cheston and Ashton.
This every drinker, smoker in America,
Who,
not
Jesse?
to drink or smoke.
Not to drink. Yeah. He's involved in a lot of stuff to not be involved in a lot of stuff.
Well, there's money to be made.
Follow the money or the free stuff.
Free and money. If I can get it for free,
and free money is even better than that.
If I can get it, here's the best thing. If you're going to pay me to do something I was going to do for free anyway,
kind of like talks about sports. You guys
Cheston paid me to come watch and be a part of the Tar Heel championship run a couple of years ago, 2017 or something like that. I was gonna watch the game anyway.
So just go out there and hang out and watch
free
sports
food and get paid
with fans.
I brought my championship ring out to the fans. The Tar Heels in Texas. They had a Tar Heels in Texas thing. Hey, I can pay you this. I want to watch the game for free. I'm going to watch the game anyway.
All you do is invite me and give me free wings.
I ain't going to tell them that. And I'm always an easy hire because, most time when you hire people to come in and do, you're like, well, we can do food. We can't do alcohol. Fine. I don't drink alcohol anyway.
Right.
So I eat. I watch the game. I pass the ring around here. Here you go. You know how I go, Nate. You take the ring off. Here you go. Take a picture with the ring and then give it back. And everybody happy and come back next week. And, yeah, he paid me for 3-4 weeks worth of work.
March Madness, you need to bring your ring up here.
Sure.
And wear it on the show.
Cut me a check.
And we ain't paying.
We'll give you an extra $5.
Because you're going to do it for free.
15 for that show.
All right, that's cool.
Hey, speaking of Friday, we're going to have a weird show Friday. 10 o'clock in the morning.
As if our shows aren't weirder than the other day.
Weirder show. 10 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go. Kurt and I, we're doing a Salvation Army Angel Tree.
So where y'all going to be at?
Distribution. Salvation Army in Dallas.
Good man.
Handing out gifts that everybody buys for Angel Tree. The families come and pick them up on that day. So our whole digital and brand department are going to do that. We did it last year. It's really awesome. And but anyway, we've got to be there about 12:30, so we're going to move the show to 10. The interesting part is Coach Garrett will do his press conference.
How we doing, guys?
Great, Coach. How are you? At some point between 10 and 11 when we're on. So we'll cut out of the podcast, go straight to the press conference, and then come back here, and we can talk about absolutely nothing that – you know what will be interesting? Friday will probably get us an update on Dak injury. So that'll actually we might actually get something
Dak
out of
ain't
that.
missing the game, so it don't even matter.
That's true.
No, it does matter. A quarterback with a finger injury, that matters, man.
And it's on Shannon's fantasy team.
Yeah, correct. I just traded for him a couple of weeks. I do not feel good about this.
Who's your backup?
Wow.
It was Cam
That's not
Newton,
a good sign.
Phillip Rivers. Was Ryan Tannehill, but I traded him for Dak, which he's going off now, so I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. All right.
I'm going to tell you something.
What?
Did we do 5 shows last week?
No, because it was a Thursday game. You had 3 shows.
3.
Oh,
we didn't do
3.
Wednesday or Thursday last week.
I got you.
Bruh, if Dak finger is hurting him till he can't spin the ball, don't play him. Now, y'all, this hero stuff is enough. If he can't throw the ball, don't play him. So if he playing, so that means he gonna throw the ball. So
I don't mean he gonna throw the ball good. We said the same thing about Amari.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, like I know, if you can't throw the ball, I mean you can't throw the ball good. So if he can't throw the ball, why play him?
So who you gonna play?
The White or whoever. What his name?
Cooper Rush.
Yeah, whatever.
Mike White's been gone for a year.
Well, hey, it's okay with me. I mean, this all the same difference to me.
Yeah.
Find ways to get Zeke the ball. Find ways to do jet sweeps. Find ways to let this kid waddle, waggle, whatever. But don't if this. Okay.
Cooper Rush is never an option.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, all right.
I'm just saying, like, even
if Dak go out there and throw interceptions, the same thing Cooper Rush gonna do. Why not let him heal up a game? So we won't be going into the game of the century against the Eagles saying, okay, is his finger good now? Come on now. I mean, somewhere you got to win a game.
Yeah, you have to actually win this football game. Like, you got to win this game.
Okay, well.
Just to me, I think a 75% Dak is better than 100% Cooper Rush.
Not if he can't throw.
Even the decoy factor.
Wow.
Tune in Friday. We'll find out. We'll continue this conversation. All right, I need help.
It need to be continued today because if Dak play and can't throw the ball, it don't make no sense.
All right, keep going. Let's go.
Man, I'm with you, though. We'll continue this Friday.
No, we're talking about Cowboys offense. Let's go.
I'm a team player now. I get disgruntled, but I'm going to stay a team player. Lord, jeez, don't tell me. See, you the first dude done said this stuff, man. Everybody else saying Dak going to play, and you out here talking about, oh, man, if he can't throw.
No, what I'm saying is that historically he has not been an accurate passer. That's with healthy fingers. Mm-hmm. He's improved, but we've never said that our quarterback and our coach, we always have to list their other attributes before we actually get down to the things that matter in that position. We always say with our coach, he's a motivator, he's an organizer, he's this, before we actually get to, you know what, he can actually scheme some stuff up. Same thing with our quarterback. He's a great leader. He's tough. He's smart. Then you start getting to his physical attributes that actually happen on the football field. So we already know that about him. I'm saying historically, I'm not saying that he can't throw the football. I'm saying historically, what he is over time is not, he has not been the most accurate passer we've ever seen. That's never been his strong suit. He's improved over time.
And if he can't throw with all that you just said,
right?
If he can't throw, why put him out there with all that you just said?
Because the guy behind him is worse.
Well, I would like to see the guy behind him have opportunity. I'm from the old school, Jess, and if your question is if your throwing is questionable, I don't need you out there. Because this guy that ain't quite as good as you, we can scheme some things up for this guy.
Stop. Scheme what? You can't scheme up stuff for the guy that you got when he was healthy. So now you're going to tell me that we can scheme up for the guy, the backup.
Sometimes a coach realizes. You're telling coach realizes.
No. You're telling me that we can scheme stuff up for the backup quarterback.
As soon as you quit hollering, I will tell you. Sir.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me lower my voice. You're a grown man. Let me lower my voice.
No, you don't have to. I understand. I've dealt with Charles Haley. So you can scream. It's okay. I've been around kids too. Sometimes a coach says in their mind, when they look at that player, we're going to have to do everything humanly possible to help this kid. So, yes, they may be able to scheme up for this backup. Because they know if they don't, it's going to be even uglier. So
that is the craziest.
See,
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
He called me crazy before we got on the air. He calling you crazy.
I'm not saying that you're wrong, but just that. Think about what you just said.
I am,
and I'm not saying that this is you. I'm just saying think about the theory, the theory of what you just said.
And you know what? It makes a lot of sense.
Like, wait a second. So hold on, Jess. Nate's saying that. A coach,
you're the only kid in your family.
At the professional level.
You're the only kid in your family. You're the only kid in your family?
No, I'm the middle.
Okay. Now, you got some brothers and sisters.
I got an older brother and a younger brother.
You got some brothers that are kind of like Country Wayne kids. Everybody ain't equal.
Right.
All right. So, your mama had to always say, okay, now I got Jesse. Jesse, all right. But now one of them siblings, he said, Lord, we got to work with it.
That's my little brother.
We got to stay on our knees and live it. So you walk in and don't know that you got to do everything in your power to keep him right. That's what we're going to do for young Coop. Cooper, whatever his name. What his name?
Cooper,
yeah.
Cooper
That's what we're going to do for Cooper Rush.
That's crazy to me. That at the professional level, it would take for a professional coach to be to his backup to realize how to scheme
to help this kid.
Why don't you help the starter?
They are helping the starter.
They ain't schemed up enough for him.
Wow. See, I'm not going there with you.
This is fun.
I'm just trying to get you to understand that maybe they are scheming up things and maybe it's not being executed properly.
Execute.
I'm just saying.
What can we help you with, Shannon?
I'm just saying, why does this have to be so far-fetched that our offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, along with the assistants of your boy, Kittner.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. Why can't they come together and devise something so if Dak can't throw? Because you said he wasn't accurate. I believe he is accurate.
You only one that believes that. You're historically, if you believe that Dak Prescott is an accurate quarterback. Now, don't say, well, he can't. An accurate quarterback. That is not his strong suit. If you're saying that, you're in the majority. You're in a small group of people that believe that he's an accurate quarterback.
But see, now, let's break down majority. All right? Because if I'm in the room by myself, I can believe what I want because I am the majority, right?
That's why I said you're in the room by yourself.
I'm in the room with
a padded room.
And I'm in the room with him.
In a padded room.
His opinion at this time don't count.
You
and I'm fatter than you, so I'm the majority. So I believe that he's an accurate quarterback. Okay? Thank you.
We kept it on the rails for about
I'm just trying to help my
minutes.
team. I told you, if you give me time, I'll figure out a way for him to win. Give it to Zeke 800 times. stack 8 folks on the offense on their offensive line at all times, and we win this game.
What can we help you with?
All right, I need help. You brought up earlier that we have a little show we do on Wednesday nights that DeMarcus Ware was a part of a few weeks ago. Tonight, we have a very special guest tonight on Cowboys Happy Hour that's streamed on all of our social channels. It's on 105.3 The Fan here locally. And then we put it up on YouTube and all that good stuff, the website afterwards. We have Roger Staubach on the show tonight, which is kind of a big deal.
He's a positive guy, too, now.
He's a great guy. I need some things to ask him. So I'm asking the listeners, hit me up on Twitter or DM me on Instagram and tell me what you would like to know from Mr. Staubach.
And please.
Shannon _PG. SHANNON _PG.
Do that one more time.
Shannon, SHANNON _PG. Please. Thank you.
And please do not be don't be Nate Newton and ask this man, can you come back and play? All right, don't be Nate Newton. I wasn't gonna call you a bad name, but don't do the Nate Newton.
No, don't. And listen, don't get political with his stuff. We're not asking him about coaching. We're not asking him about any of that
about
stuff.
Him.
We want to know. I want to know
Mr.
some things
Staubach,
about
but
him.
either you're gonna have to ask about this current team.
We'll talk about the current team. We'll do that. I just don't want to get into all the coaching talk and all that stuff.
Into real estate. He's big in real estate.
We're going to talk about that because he's in partners with Mr. Jones at the new high-rise development over here, 12.
I got to figure out a way.
And we're going to talk about that.
I'm going to get in on the ground floor, man. If I can just be a supervisor, let me just supervise these dudes. He don't know what I'm talking about. Let me supervise.
How can I get in the business with Mr. Jones? That's
Hey, that's the golden ticket.
Emmett is his boy, man. That's his minority partner.
Who?
Emmett.
Minority.
Who's minority partner?
Emmett. It's with Roger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he does a lot of things with, man, come on, bro. It's a place for a brother. If you just want to accept your role.
What do you do?
Accept your role. Millions to be made.
What he got his office up in here and everything?
Yeah, what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Woody banging now.
Darren Woodson in real estate.
Woody's right across the atrium over here. He's got an office over there with Tyler Klutz.
Yeah.
They're doing real estate, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Are they in with Roger, or are they doing a separate deal?
I think they're separate.
They all gonna cross though, bro.
But they all got that one thing in common. They got the one man in common.
That one thing. What is it?
I keep trying to tell you, Nate.
What's that one
right
thing?
There. We gotta get some of that, man.
So does Cooper Rush. That's why he need all the help he can get.
The star.
I'm just saying, Cooper Rush is at the star.
We need. He can be. I'm at the star. What that mean?
So you doing a job, and Cooper Rush may have to do a job.
Oh my goodness! All right,
so let's prepare.
You know what? I got to do my job and get us off this air.
Thank you.
Kyler.
Who is Kyler? Who's Kyler?
Kyle.
The what? The what?
I'm just saying.
What did you just call me?
Just me and you'll keep bouncing.
Who is Phil?
Once these two dudes leave, Kyle, me and you'll fulfill our obligation. Fulfill. That's
Nate,
right.
Thanks for bringing it, even though it was sideways today.
I bet
you still brought it.
Okay.
What?
Aaron Donald's don't have 11 sacks. They don't have 82 quarterback hits.
Kurt, we'll see you tomorrow.
I mean, it literally took you a half a show to add up 43 and a half sacks.
But you asked me how much
43,
of it was defensive line.
Give me 45 minutes.
But no, I didn't know who all the defensive line was. Because they have a plethora of people that have had sacks. And I want to go through and make sure it wasn't corners or safeties.
I'm messing with you, man.
But you know what? You can mess with all you want, Jesse. Let these words of wisdom flow into your mind, body, and soul.
Wash over me. Let those words wash over me.
Cooper Rush.
We out.
All right, Kyle. Thanks for keeping us on the air. Caden, go get Cooper Rush for us. All right, see you tomorrow.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?